YouTube's Upside DIY. I'm going to show you guys pretty much my outdoor stuff. These are going to be planters. I need to really clean these up, and I'm going to use them to grow larger plants, hopefully. And I'm thinking of trying to clean out, or just see whatever happens. I just kind of sort out things and keep things available within the hobby. This year's almost getting finished towards the fall and winter, and then just having to wait on other things. So I've got some more of these plastic jugs that I'm going to have to cut the tops off and things and drain the oil and clean it. I'm going to clean it with degreaser. Got a rock in my shoe. So I got 4 more of these. It should be okay for now. I've got pretty much a kind of a new pond barrel, and this has like half of the lid. I've got to actually cut it, but when I clean those other tubs, I'm going to clean this. So right about now, I've done enough this year on live bearing and stocking the fish. I'm just going to get my supplies sorted out, things cleaned up, and go and look forward to pretty much the next season and things. But this was pretty much season 2, and I've got pretty much some more of those oil jugs and things. I gotta sort out so much, but I've got some jugs in this thing. I could even use this as a pond if I cleaned it up. But there's oil and just some supplies, oil and hydraulics and oil and things that I saved up. So right here I've got this apple tree and this bamboo tree outdoor. I found 3 branches, and 3 of these apple trees, the roots were getting eaten up and things, whereas the worms towards the backyard. So most of my success this year was just finding these dead trees by seeing these dead leaves and things, and then just putting in some water. There's some grass in there to help fertilize things, insects, or just like worms, or not worms. Worms don't get in here, but mosquitoes and some type of larva or something, they tend to go in there, that I don't really know about. But last year I kind of was working with the ficus, or in the beginning of this year. So right now I have like a branch of this ficus tree had fallen down and things, and I was trying to propagate that, and it taught me about pretty much keeping water container, and then keep it in the shade so that the roots can catch up and grow. And there's all types of nice little new growth and things showing some good signs of trying to catch and grow. And I need to repot this. All this new growth wasn't here when I went to see what was going on with it. The branch just lifted up out of the ground. All the roots were pretty much not attached, and all this new growth, apples kind of grow all the way up until like October and November, and this new growth is just good for this season. And I really need to find like a pot to actually just transplant this whole thing if it's really catching on. A garbage bin like this would pretty much work for now, and fill it up with soil. And this bamboo, I gotta spray it up. I'm hoping it catches, but I don't really see too much, except for a soft green rather than a dried up stem and things like that. But the old leaves are going to fall off, and they need the leaves to kind of collect some sunlight and feel the temperature and things like that. And once all the leaves fall off, then it just hibernates and waits until warmer weather and things. But I don't know about this bamboo. I have this outdoor tub that I can try to make more of these 2-liter planters and things, and instead of using soil inside of something like this, I'm going to have to try to use gravel and things for more circulation. So this is pretty much what I really am excited for. I'm not expecting this to fully work out, but it's basically I'm clearing out this area to just to get it more organized. I mean, grass, a bunch of grass and things was in the ground and things, and just replanting these and trying to get them to and then I've got to still replant them, but it's really hard fixing these to, or putting these inside of 2-liter bottles and things. So I'm just thinking, just give them the soil that they have and just keep them watered. It's not doing that great. I do have to work on this and basically resituate all the soil that I used, and I've got some right there, but I just don't really have the right pots or things. It needs to be pretty much like a 5-gallon pot. It can't be a small 2-liter 1 gallon, and I could reuse some of the soil, but I mainly want to try to use gravel towards the bottom and then put soil on top. But like this area, I'm going to have to sift it out and then just move it towards this area, and then I could build like a 3-high shelf with wood front, by using wood, and I could try to have 3 kiddie pools. Hopefully was what I was thinking for now, and then making pretty much a wood liner pond. But just seeing a lot of this work, I've got to probably do it next year, for now, just because I'm not really I don't have like a crew of people to really do it and things like that. And it's tough work too, just because you don't want to get the wrong ideas and then just have to deal with doing something else. You want to try to be as efficient in organizing and planning. And even this post right here, I really like it. Here's my engine hoist under this tarp. It's to pull out car engines and things. It seems to keep the machine stuff on this side, and then I'm going to just have this area as planting. And even in the shed, it's pretty mixed up. I've been cleaning it and stuff, and been filling up my house more than anything, and I need to figure out if it's going to be a fish room or just a storage room. It might just end up being a storage room where I have better access to most of my just electronics and storage, bicycles and stuff. So the bicycles used to be here. I cleaned it up. I just wanted to pretty much leave this part of the channel up with this pond situation, I'm probably going to, I would like to fill it up with as much water as I can and see if I do get any aqua things going. So that's pretty much what I'm going to do for this for now, because it kind of looks like it needs it. So right here I've got pretty much bikes with the frame and two wheels on it. I like the lightweight frames more. And then right here is pretty much where I take everything apart, find scrap things. I have a boat motor, a 90 horsepower boat motor in there towards the back at the bottom and things. So it's going to be fun once I start motivating myself to sort out and clean up, test things. I have some bicycle rims and things, and actually have enough information to do something like make potter wheels, or just even just getting the dimensions right and making molds and making tire molds and things, saving parts and pedals, feeling how heavy this can be and stuff, and even having spare parts just in case. It's going to keep my mind on other things, and just by getting most of this stuff out of the way. So I'm going to go ahead and fill up that pond, and having this grate right here, it kind of fits right into that green cooler to rinse off repotting. And I've got pretty much aquarium gravel that I need to clean up. There's red lava, black lava, marble, and mountain pebbles, and this is pretty much the turbo sifter. So I'm gonna just try to fill this up, and then we're gonna just see how it looks afterwards. And maybe these plants were originally for pond, and and I have this plant right here that I found, and if I could sell this plant for something, I would. I actually like only fruit. I sell my fruit plants for like $80, and my, I'm just thinking about it, and like the apple trees, and then there's bamboo. So I'm going to start up some type of gardening, outdoor and pond and gardening stuff, which seems okay. But it's pretty much a self splurge that not everybody's going to necessarily need it, but it's affordable. It's a challenge, and basically, hopefully this works out. I'm not 100% sure, but it's got the roots and everything. Maybe it needs to be filled up, so I'm going to try to finish filling this up. So it's still not all the way filled up, but this is going to be interesting just because it may work, and it would be nice if this were in the sun too. Maybe I need, but that's why I didn't fully fill it up. But I've got these just in case it doesn't work and stuff like that. But I just don't want the plants to suffocate underneath and things like that. But hopefully, with most of these live bearing things, you actually just need to check up on them like once a week or once a month, or when you really have to. Most of the time they just do their own thing. And if I get another kiddie pond and things like that, or kiddie pool, I could try to just have them set up temporarily until I get the main one over there fixed up. But just hoping this works out, and and I could use this and I'm just actually testing to see if this is going to work aqua plants, like with soil, basically. It's better than, you know, not getting to this point and not figuring this out, because the bikes would still be here. I would probably, you know, not be this this way. So I'll see you next time. Bye.